We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the New York Giants. The longtime Panther Graham Gano has us set for his start as we are underway from MetLife Stadium. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 23 yards the pickup there.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. Warren will try the right side. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now, this defense for the Giants, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
2nd and 2. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Azeez Ojulari coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. Third and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. To the sideline and incomplete. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. Where week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 3. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the...
Oh, trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. And now off to the races, down the right side. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Here we go.
Now runs straight ahead with Warren. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off the drive. He had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their 2nd drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there the last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It's another 1st down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. The Giants at 7-9 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On play action, they'll throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6.
A 37-yard attempt.
Gano's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talked about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. This now a 3rd and 4. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. He's across midfield. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
2nd and 3. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he appears to be about 2 feet feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. 3-3, a tight one after 1 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with 4th down and 1. He'll look to throw. That is caught. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He finds Pickens over the middle. And the Steelers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Warren. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
And some room to roll now. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. They'll set up a throw. And incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Looking to throw. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on 3rd down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it?
They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guys with great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
Absolutely nowhere to go with the football, and he's just going to put this one in the Hudson River. Maybe he's a little fortunate he didn't get called for grounding because that one was well over everyone's head.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
This one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Barkley, inside handoff. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Gano the extra point. And the lead is now 10-3. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Second and 20. They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
44-yard punt, return of 9. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh 1st.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage, and that's exactly what he got done there.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They're going to look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage. Harris trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This is 3rd and goal. Now this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. They'll look to throw here. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. It's Deontay Banks with it. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Again, it's Barkley. And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Oh, they'll try and sneak this. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. They'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. With a fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this 3rd quarter at their own 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told him, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Back to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, now hang on here because Saquon Barkley is in some discomfort, so we're going to have a pause here for an injury. Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second and 6. Open target here, Darius Slayton. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. Hands it off out of the gun. Tackled there by Caillou Blue-Kelly.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now back to throw. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. 3rd and 3. And now here's a carry heading left. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Gano for the extra point. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
Let's go now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire 4th remaining. So, stranger things have happened.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 43. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 18. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
It's a gain of 25 yards. 1st down, Steelers.
Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Austin left side. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Calvin Austin. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 12-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Out of the gun now on third down. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Flipped off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was third down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on. It perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Hyatt has got it. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a two-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a handoff looking right. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9 now. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 30. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 24.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the fourth quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flushed out right. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right, and they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Being chased out left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 28 yards. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
And partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
They'll look to throw again. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Kayvon Thibodeau drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come...
Touchdown! Darren Waller, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Giants are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Steelers 3.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 42. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Azeez Ojulari able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Back to throw. Strong. Under pressure, they got him again. Kayvon Thibodeau picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Giants are going to take over in great field position. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 49 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in